Chapter 5. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Arthur reassures us that Alice is not under his power and can resist his control when she wants to. When Alice was away on holiday and unable to sleep, she appears to Arthur as a vision. He sends her to sleep and is able to state when she will awake. The pair are asked by a woman to contact her deceased husband, with Arthur refusing, stating, "We are not spiritualists." The woman attends with her brother and also two of Arthur's colleagues, Sid and Len. The experience is traumatic, and afterwards Alice explains that the woman had gathered evil forces around her and had made her late husband's life miserable. Arthur later meets the woman in the street and rebukes her. We are told that Alice was in service to an elderly widow, but she was poorly paid. When alone in the house, Alice encountered a ghost, who she believed to be the departed husband. Arthur and a friend take Alice home after working late, but Alice refuses to go inside the house by herself. Alice locates the ghost, and Arthur commands it to depart without asking any questions. Alice later discovers that her employer was secretly wealthy and berates Arthur for dismissing the ghost too soon, as it was attempting to tell her this information. Miss Edie, who was concerned about her daughter in Australia, asked for help. She had sent her a money order and had no reply. Alice used her abilities to visit the daughter's Australian home, finding the money order in a teapot and confirming the serial number. She met the daughter in the garden with her children and reported that she was sick and unhappy, but would soon return to Bexhill. In 1934, the pair were contacted by someone whose friend had been poisoned, but Scotland Yard were unable to help find the culprit. The young lady, the beauty queen, Miss Daphne Purton, was brought down to see them. Alice was able to find out who had been trying to poison her. The pair are asked to help locate sunken treasure from the Spanish Armada. Alice psychometricises a broken dagger and draws a map showing the treasure, but Arthur feels that this isn't an appropriate use of their powers, and they abandon these practices. We are told that Arthur and Alice treated a man called Leo Greenhill for rheumatism, but he became obsessed with being hypnotised. In trance, he shouted in uncanny voices, and Alice had a strange urge to hurt Arthur. With Arthur as a tether, and assisted by Harry, since Alice refused to participate, Leo was able to travel the universe. In a letter entitled Leo Greenhill's Journey, he describes being wafted around a mountainous valley in white clouds, then to a brilliant colour-filled space to meet a beautiful, genderless entity before a glittering gate. Arthur concludes Greenhill was a man of good education and one of the strangest men I've ever met. His document ends as abruptly as did his visits to us. Chapter 6. Use and misuse of mind power. At the opening of the chapter, Arthur states, "My one prayer is that I shall never misuse my power. It is a wonderful gift." Soon after, Arthur finds himself at Bexhill police station. The local police force at the time was not ignorant of my power, for I had taken headaches away from policemen, and they treated me very sympathetically. One great hulking person present, however, did not seem to know how to hold his tongue, and he tried to bully and bluster, and seemed to have something up against me. I think it was my power. It did not fall within his religious views. Further provoked, Arthur fixed him to the spot, and only released him with a warning 20 minutes later on his way out. Arthur later visited a theatre in Eastbourne and showed his contempt for stage hypnotists. Arthur says, "I was told by some of my pals that a hypnotist is appearing there, and calling people on stage where he hypnotises them and made them make fools of themselves. At the sound of this, my blood boiled, for I did not think that these powers ought to be used on stage simply to make money, so I decided to go and try and teach the gentleman a lesson. Offering himself up as a volunteer, he hypnotised the stage hypnotist, and then instructed him to wash his face with soot and eat potato peelings. Arthur said I told him to sit down. Then I turned to the audience, who thought I was part of the turn, and who had enjoyed it immensely, and gave them a little of the truth of the position. I said he had no business to use his power for such a purpose.